Brooke on Longwood Drive. That's my daughter Emma right there. A little nervous, so bear with me. Good evening. 3 of my children have IEPs at Brooksville Elementary School. However, I would like to focus on just one of those children, my 8-year-old daughter Emma, who has Down syndrome. Emma was adopted from China last September. When we first adopted her, she never knew life outside an orphanage, had never received any schooling, and didn't speak any English. Since coming home, Emma has adapted wonderfully to life here and has made great gains in school. Despite all of these great achievements, Emma has made the truth of the fact that once her IEP and accommodations were in place, Emma has experienced only 4 months of schooling her entire life and still struggles with communicating. Because of that, I've asked her school to retain her for another year in order to close the educational gap before promoting her to 3rd grade. However, for some unknown reason, her school has denied that request, and it baffles me as to why our school system will gladly retain high-achieving honor students because they refuse to take a FSA test, but will not retain a student who actually needs and will benefit from a retention. I ask that some common sense be used here to reach a better outcome for Emma. I would also like to address another issue that has come up during Emma's school experience. Based on my experiences, children with Down syndrome in this county are being denied inclusion in general education with their typical developing peers. Under federal law, it is students' right, regardless of their disability, to have full access to general education alongside typical developing peers. I've printed out studies for you that have shown the benefits of including children with Down syndrome in general education. It is the duty of our educators to not just simply tolerate the presence of these children, but to actually acknowledge them and fully integrate them into the classroom. And based on my experiences and the experiences of other families in Hernando County, our schools can do better for children with Down syndrome. Think back when segregation was based upon race and was still active in our country. In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional. Despite this ruling, our very own Hernando County continued to separate students up until the early 70s. It took almost 2 decades before Hernando County finally upheld their duty as educators to provide equal education and access to all students, regardless of the personal beliefs about the student's worth. I feel as a parent of a child with a disability, this is happening now. This time, the ones being denied a seat in the general education classroom are the disabled children of our community. History is repeating itself, and I want to all stop and ask yourselves, what side of history do you want to be on? Thankfully, there is hope for change. I would like for you all to look at Collier County, Florida. A few years ago, Collier County was just like Hernando. They were very severely underperforming when it came to integrating its ESC students in general education, and many disgruntled parents had to fight the school system to get their children the help they deserve. This is until Collier County integrated a program called Sharing the Commitment, or STC. STC focuses on teaching educators and parents about the rights of its students and provides a way for them to peacefully and effectively collaborate on meeting each student's needs. STC has been extremely successful and applauded by both nationally and by our own federal Florida Department of Education. Take a look at the data. Before STC, Collier County faced several state complaints and spent over $3.5 million in litigation. But now Collier County spends $0 and court faces 0 state complaints. STC only benefits their ESC students, but their entire community as well. After starting STC, Collier County became one of the highest rated school systems in Florida. The benefits of this program cannot be overstated. I urge you all to please look at the information I have given you, and please consider integrating this program in our own schools. Thank you.